crazy
Bro,
when
I
when
swear
heard
I
that.
don't know how the girls that are dating like 70, 80-year-olds do that. Like,
I think
just-
their morals are a
No
little
money.
compromised.
Bro, I saw a meme.
No money.
Bro, I saw a meme where the girl is like bent over and then the shadow is of a guy's belly on her back.
Oh hell. no.
Yo.
How much do you gotta make to be in that
Bro,
position?
like, you know, imagine getting like, and then his belly's just sitting on top of your back.
That would be.
Yeah, it's a little much.
That'd be interesting. That would be
But
really.
there
Dude,
are
that
some-
friction while
you know what I'm saying?
But imagine getting like getting a blowjob. Imagine getting a blowjob but not being able to see down. And like the girl looks up and she just sees like a belly button
And it's
come.
like, or just like resting on
Yeah,
her
on her
forehead.
forehead, bro. Yo.
See that? It's sad because people actually live that life.
But yo,
Yeah.
I feel like when you're that big, you would just take your belly and like move it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, what the fuck?
Huh?
How
Or-
can you move it to the
or
side
you
when
would-
you're standing, bro?
Or you lying down.
Okay, that's
Or
different.
or
Just
maybe
falls.
if you're there, right? Then maybe you could just go like
What?
shit.
Or you just go double.
like this,
What is-
and then she'll suck your dick like that. But your belly is like
and you're
this.
like looking at it.
You know what I'm
bro.
saying?
That's so
Yeah.
uncomfortable, though.
Oh,
But-
dude,
well, they'll get comfortable.
there's no way the girls turn on. She's like, oh, you gotta, it's so disgusting.
She must be like drunk or like high
Yeah.
on something before doing that.
She's probably
like,
thinking all that money. She's like, getting that money. This is the
Maybe
job.
like while he's getting a blowjob, he just like lets his wallet slip out of his pants.
He's like, whoop.
Yeah, and it's just like,
Ooh.
you know? And it just keeps it going.
Yo, that's nasty.
and then another thing I was thinking about, when you have AIDS, right?
Someone in the comments said that I have the N-word pass.
No one said that. Stop.
No
one
one
said that.
Yeah, they did. They
No one
did.
said that.
I say
They
you give it
did.
a try right here, right now.
Yeah.
Bro, you're that. Yo, you're pasty white. There's no
Yeah.
way.
Wait, what?
I said you're pasty white. There's no way. You do not get the N-word pass.
I'm brown, bro.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
Do a zoom in. Do a zoom in to see how similar the tones
Look,
are.
I'm darker than he is.
No,
and
he's actually
white.
darker.
His hair is here darker, but looking on the inside, I'm darker.
Yeah. Oh, so a little disclaimer.
Barely.
I had 2 shots after work with my coworker. So,
Of what? Like
Of-
water?
yeah, of water. Yeah, so I might be a little, I don't know.
That's why you're
reckless.
so aggy earlier.
Yeah.
Bro, I was fucking zoning in. I was
see you doing it
I was
again.
zoning in.
You're doing it again.
My bad.
Bro,
my bad.
actually, I had a topic. So I met this like girl, right? And we're kind of getting to know each other like friends, right? And she told me this one story.
Why
What?
are you laughing?
Why do you have to specify like as friends?
Because I didn't want you to be like, oh, getting to know each other, like what? Like what? You're fucking or something? Yeah, I didn't want that.
Ed would totally jump on that.
Yeah, I didn't want
Yeah,
that.
yeah, you would
I
explore
would
that
not.
option. You
Bro,
would
yeah.
explore that
It
option.
would have
Getting
been
to know each other
it
like
would have been the
what?
other.
No, I could see that. I
Yeah.
could see you asking, getting like what? Like what? What are you
but,
doing?
But if you specifically specify as friends, then you're introducing the idea that it otherwise would have not been friends.
Could be. Why not?
She said this.
See, this is what I'm saying.
That's why I had to specify
Alright,
that
so what-
as
what-
friends.
Alright, anyways,
what happened
yeah.
with your friends?
So what happened with your
Anyways.
friend?
So I'm like talking to her, right? And then she comes up to me and she's like, oh, you know what? Like near where I work, I met this guy and he's like super cute and whatever. And every time I get 5 minutes, I would go by to his job and like flirt with him. And I was like, okay, you know, she's single, by the way. So she was like flirting with him and whatnot. And then one time she's like, oh, you know, my evening is free. Do you want to go grab some food or whatever? And he just kept like kind of ghosting her and ignoring her requests. So his boys at work were like, oh, he got a girlfriend. But this whole time he was flirting with her.
That's not our boy. That's not his boy.
That's just his coworkers. That's just his coworkers, right?
Yeah.
They told her, oh, he has a girlfriend. So my question is, who do you think is at fault here? If they were to go out and you know, get a drink or like, you know, start seeing each other and whatnot.
If they were, I feel like it'd be kind of like equal.
What?
Wait,
How is
what?
that equal?
It's
Are
the
you
dude.
stupid?
I think
It's
he-
the dude,
I think
bro.
he's-
Oh, I thought you
That's
said.
such
She's
a-
single.
I thought you said like after
was such a
all
free
this,
ball
they
question,
still go
though.
out.
Yeah, bro. Look at this
Yeah,
guy.
no, after you.
He would blame the girl if he starts
No,
cheating.
but
He's
like,
like,
if,
ah.
but if they told her that he he has a girlfriend and then she still goes out with
Why?
him.
What's
I don't
wrong
think.
with that? What's wrong with that?
I
She's
mean-
single.
Yeah,
I see what he's
okay,
saying.
yeah.
Wait, no. Look,
Nah,
Bro,
nah,
Yeah, but
nah,
then
nah,
she'd be
nah,
a
nah.
home wrecker.
No.
if
Yeah.
anything
Let me-
happened.
no, but look. Let me say.
And then
something.
also, why would you want a guy like that? Why would you want a guy
Okay,
that's cheating?
I'll
Because
tell
then
you.
he's gonna cheat on you.
Okay, no.
Next
Look,
in line.
first, let me answer the first question, right? Let's say if you know the other person. Well, first you didn't know that person's dating, and then the boys might be fucking around, and then being a cock block.
I think one of the boys got jealous. I think
Whatever.
that's what happened.
But
Mm.
if you're a girl and you're going after a guy, and you're single, right? If you're not doing anything too crazy, like you're not literally trying to fuck him right there, you're just trying to get to know him, right? Then it's his fault if he's gonna.
But what is it
go-
leading to? What is the whole point of
It
that?
might be leading to a relationship.
Yeah,
But
so-
if he's allowing that to happen, knowing that he has a girlfriend and he is the one that's getting to know the girl that's single, then that's who's the problem, basically. You know what I'm saying?
I'd say the
Mm.
fault would definitely be mostly on him
Yeah.
if he knew and then she had no idea. But like if she knew and then they both went, I think it's 50.
Nah.
But you told me a story about her.
did.
you told me a
Mm.
story about her where she would intentionally go after those guys.
No, she didn't.
that
She,
were-
she just said last comment like, too bad it's not me, something like that.
Yeah.
Nothing
sus.
crazy. No, but like, no, imagine like, let's say you're single, right? Or you're single, and then you meet a girl and whatever, and then she's flirting back to you and whatnot, and you don't know she has a girlfriend. But then you go like, oh, you want to go out and like get some food and whatnot, and she's like, okay, cool. And later you find out she has a boyfriend. How's that your fault? You didn't know anything.
But I'd
Yeah.
probably be also just as
It's not
mad
my
if
fault,
I-
but is it their fault?
It's the girl's fault. She went with it.
Oh, was she flirting with me?
Yeah, you went on a date. Obviously, she was flirting.
Or maybe it was like a luncheon.
Yeah, yeah, it was just like lunch. You know?
Oh, you also
But
want to
also-
Chipotle? I'm going to Chipotle
But also,
too.
I would avoid those situations altogether. If I were, all right, I would say from my position, I have a girlfriend, right?
Mhm.
If a girl started DMing me and trying to like talk to me and get closer with me, and that actually has happened recently with one of my coworkers, then I would immediately just like
Set a
like, keep
boundary.
it platonic, yeah, exactly, and just be like, I'm not gonna just come in
Bro,
to the
that's
office
so
to
funny.
see you. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, yeah,
and to
yeah,
hang,
yeah.
hang out with you. You know what I mean?
That's so funny because like we talked about this before, where you cannot like guys getting hit on is very rare. The one time when you get a girlfriend, there's like 20 girls in your DM. You're just like,
Yo.
you're just like,
Yo.
fuck.
But that's
That's a fact.
actually, it's been proven why. Because when you're single,
This is why that girl likes guys like
okay,
that.
so because when a guy is single, right? All the other girls that are looking at the guy, they're thinking
Why is he
something
single?
is wrong with
Yeah.
him. Why is he single? He might be a cheater. He might be bad at this. He might be broke financially. He might be a drug addict. Whatever. But as soon as he has a girlfriend, they see him as a potential because another girl saw a potential in him and was like, okay, he's good enough for me to go out with him.
Damn, the odds are stacked against us from the start.
And so like and also depending on how the other girl looks like, right? The guy's worth is gonna be more. Because they're like, oh, she's going out with him, then something must be about him. He probably has a big dick or he's very rich, you know, or something like that. So
Speaking
maybe
of-
amazing personality.
but you know, that's like
Yeah, that's like the
Fourth
third
or
thing.
fifth
so,
on the
yeah.
Yeah. First looks. So here's another philosophical question. How do you decide the truth?
What?
what? How
What
the
the
fuck did
fuck,
we get
bro?
I'm
to
just
this?
asking because I was talking.
You're just talking about.
We're just talking
We're
about
talking
like
about
girls
money and
hitting
big
on you,
dicks
bro.
over personalities.
so
bro.
I-
And
You're
he's like,
what?
what is true?
What is the truth?
Yeah, because I was. I don't
What
know.
is this plane of existence that we're? How do we define life?
Yeah, bro.
I had a thought about it while coming here, and I was like,
Yeah. So what's the truth?
no, I'm saying like how
I
how
feel like
do
it's all
us as a
through-
society come together and decide what is true, quote unquote.
Well, there is one that's just the truth based on like science, and then there's not a single truth. It's always perceived through multiple lenses, depending on how you were raised and whatnot. So there's always two truths to anything. Like there could be one situation that happened. The fact is that situation happened. but your truth and your reality could be different from another person, especially if it's a situation between a guy and a girl, because they think differently.
Because I was thinking about I actually just
Right,
Yeah, you were thinking about it real hard, huh? All the way on the way here.
all
huh?
right. What do you think, Ed?
It depends in what context.
Actually, you know what? I just came back. Just came back.
It just
So
Oh,
what I
sorry.
was thinking is that in the winners are the people that write the history. So they have both sides of the truth, because you said there's two sides to it. What actually happened, and then I guess their opinion on what happened.
Their
'Cause-
skewed
Yeah.
point.
So
But it
Yeah.
could
I
not
think
be the
there's
truth.
a difference between perspective and truth.
Yeah.
I think what were you mentioning?
I think that's what is being convoluted here.
No, because like for example, I was actually watching a segment on this. They were debating about this stuff. It was a whole different topic, but then they were like, "Oh, you can't be skewing facts and truth and reality and stuff like that." So basically, like two people can have different truth on certain things. Like for example, a certain person can say that, "Oh, I grew up and I was discriminated against my whole life," and then another person from the same background and stuff can say another thing, and that's his truth. But at the same time, what the first person said, it's also his truth. It's just that they were two different people, two different kind of worlds that they're living in, basically. So that's just what it
Yeah,
comes down to.
I was thinking truth and perspective.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying, because each person's truth is their perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like perspective is not the same as truth.
Yeah, because a lot
Yeah.
a lot of factors affect your perspective.
And
Mhm.
context is also like important. Like if you're trying to find out who did a crime, you're like the facts of what literally happened, not what like, the person thinks happened. Like you need the actual facts.
Well, I mean, like,
Mm-hmm.
no, when you go to a court case and, like, let's say there is a defendant and there are a bunch of victims that are, giving the pledge and like talking and stuff, uh, their facts and their truth is what they know. For example, if let's say you did a drive-by shooting and that person happened to be like a
Jeez.
victim,
This is how you know that you're from Brooklyn. This is the first hypothetical situation you go.
like your reality is like, oh, this guy was playing music and like he was shooting people up, The other guy might say,
Those two go
What-
together.
What was he playing?
yeah, what was he playing?
21 Savage.
21. Gra papa.
Actually, not just thinking about it. So let's say you have a crime. Let's say you do a sexual crime, which is where you have consensual sex with someone, but you give them like AIDS. What is the sentence for that?
Did you know?
Wait, what?
Yeah,
No, you didn't tell them, but you had.
Oh, so then
that's
it's a
like a
crime.
crime. You
That's
That
an
is a
actual
crime?
Wait,
jail
if you
for
have
that.
consensual sex with someone,
But you don't tell them.
and
You don't tell them you
you
got
have-
the HIV.
yeah.
You don't got that.
That's a
stid.
crime.
Well, you have to be able to prove
How's
that
it
he
the him?
intended to give you.
No, you don't have to because he concealed the fact.
Okay,
And
but then
that's
Yes, but the way that the law is built is around intent, not around.
those are on damages. Where
Well, intent plays
Well,
a
that's-
role in
yeah.
guilt kind of thing.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, is a person, they don't determine like what to charge you with based off of like what resulted. It's based off of what you like did and like what you intend
Yeah.
to do. So
I-
it's like, that's why I say it's the murder
I'm
like
pr-
premeditated.
I don't think it's intent.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
Because you get
No, no, no.
manslaughter.
Yeah, manslaughter is when you do it by accident.
Yeah,
Nah, I'm
Right?
pretty sure
but you
there
still get
is-
hit with it. You still.
Right, but the
I think
Unintentional.
the charge is built around that you did it by accident.
Yeah.
So you have to prove that you did it by accident.
Yeah. All right.
So
I thought you were saying all bases. I think it's built on three
No,
branches.
but sex is different because if you are gonna have sex with someone and then you got STDs and you're straight up not gonna tell them and you're not gonna wear a condom or protect yourself no matter what, there is an intent to do whatever you're doing without a worry in the world of passing that shit to someone else. And actually, there was a case about like someone doing a one night stand, and that girl got AIDS from a guy, and she sued him.
Yeah,
Damn.
that would be like negligence, though.
Negligent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can still get sued.
You're
for-
not, but you're not like trying to like poison someone. You know what I mean?
You still get in trouble for negligence.
Yeah, you definitely could get
Yeah,
in
yeah,
trouble for negligence.
Yeah, like
And then they would assess damages. But like,
yeah.
though, if when you are punished for like the damages, right? They're called punitive damages, and
Yeah.
those are assessed civilly, monetarily.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You don't get assessed punitive damages
Criminal.
in criminal court.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, let's say if I had intention to spread AIDS to as many people as I want
They gotta
and
prove
make
that,
them
though.
suffer.
That's the hard part.
But how
Like-
can you do that? Let's say I just go out, bunch of gay bars, bunch of regular bars, and then just do
Have
a
a-
bunch of
Just a lot of
yeah,
butt
and they
sex,
wouldn't
just
know. They wouldn't know
getting-
until later.
Just get yourself in a whole lot of butts, man.
Yeah.
Just raw dogging that. Just butternut. What is it called when you get like shit on
Truffle
your
butter.
dick? Truffle butter. A bunch of truffle butter. Yeah,
That's
you know.
disgusting.
She knows. She knows.
Yo, I feel like
Dirty dog.
if you fucked someone and then you got AIDS, but you also had a track record of going out every weekend and fucking someone else
You
in the
deserve
butt,
it.
then it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like you kind of had it coming, you know?
Yeah.
You know,
Like-
nursing homes have the highest rate of like AIDS, like in any community.
For what?
Yeah.
For what?
what? What do you mean for what? And also, when you're at that age, do you actually think the other person's hot, or are you just like, let's get it? You know? You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, look at that in his face. Like when you're a 90-year-old, like you're not in the best shape, but you see
Yeah.
another 90-year-old. Are you thinking in your head?
No, you're thinking,
Damn,
oh, that
boy.
70-year-old is
Yeah,
looking-
yeah. Yo, she's 20 years younger. I don't want to blow my back out.
Interesting.
Ew, bro.
That's a fun fact.
Yeah, but that's crazy.
Bro,
when
I
when
swear
heard
I
that.
don't know how the girls that are dating like 70, 80-year-olds do that. Like,
I think
just-
their morals are a
So
little
money-
compromised.
Bro, I saw a meme.
No money.
Bro, I saw a meme where the girl is like bent over and then the shadow is of a guy's belly on her back.
Oh, hell.
Yo.
How much
Yeah.
do you gotta make to,
Oh,
to be in that
Bro,
position?
like, you know, imagine getting like, and then his belly's just sitting on top of your back.
That would be.
Yeah, it's a little much.
That'd be interesting. That would be
There-
really.
there
Dude,
are
that
some-
friction while
Ew.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you get
Or
stuck
like
in that.
imagine,
Yo, that's why
imagine-
the pubes kind of spread up to like the bottom of your, like up to your belly button.
Why?
Yeah.
Because then if you had a belly, right, then the hair would be underneath. And hair is supposed to help with like abrasion.
Oh, look at that. Nature thought of that, huh?
Mm.
But imagine getting like getting a blowjob. Imagine getting a blowjob
Yeah.
but not being able to see down.
That
And
would
like the girl looks up and she just sees like a
A belly.
belly button
And it's
cum.
like, or just like resting on
Yeah,
her
on her
forehead.
forehead, bro. Yo.
See that? It's sad because people actually live that life.
But yo,
Yeah.
I feel like when you're that big, you would just take your belly and like move it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, what the fuck?
Huh?
How
Or-
can you move it to the
or
side
you
when
would-
you're standing, bro?
Or you lying down.
Okay, that's
Or
different.
or
Just
maybe
falls.
if you're there, right? Then maybe you could just go like
What?
shit.
Or you just go double.
like this,
What is
and then she'll suck your dick like that. Like your belly is like
and you're
this.
like looking at it.
You know what I'm
bro.
saying?
That's so
Yeah.
uncomfortable, though.
Oh.
But-
Dude,
well, they'll
there's
get
no way
comfortable.
there's no way the girls turn on. She's like, oh, you gotta, it's so disgusting.
She must be like drunk or like high
Yeah.
on something before doing that.
She's probably
like,
thinking all that money. She's like, getting that money. This is the
Maybe
job.
like while he's getting a blowjob, he just like lets his wallet slip out of his pants.
He's like, whoop.
Yeah, and it's just like,
Ooh.
yeah. It just keeps it going.
Yo, that's nasty.
And then another thing I was thinking about, when you have AIDS, right? Your dating pool is very intimate because you can't fuck anyone without AIDS without giving it to them, right?
Didn't they have
No,
a movie
you use
kinda
condoms,
like,
bro.
Like Rent.
I know
Is that
that's
it?
a little scary.
No, there is a thing to there is a way to manage AIDS, especially when you get it in the very first stages. If you know, you can just take pills, and then there are flare-ups that happen.
flare-ups.
Flare-ups, like let's say like you're under like a lot of stress, and stress affects how your body reacts to it. Like for example, I start like getting fucking eczema everywhere, or like those people with STDs, they start getting the sores again. So then you put creams.
I thought AIDS was an immune thing.
It is, but then that triggers cold sores in your pussy or on your dick.
Jeez.
You know a lot about this.
Yeah, I watch a lot of documentaries about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
but so I was
stuff like
saying that like the dating pool
Yeah.
is is more intimate. And it's like you got AIDS, I got AIDS too.
Nah,
We could fuck for it's like because it must be
'Cause then
hard to
somebody
find
is on,
someone
like,
to
stage
fuck.
3. Somebody is on stage 3, like gooey
Nah, not
shit.
with social
and you're on, like,
media,
stage
though.
1.
There's totally like Facebook groups,
But definitely like
singles with AIDS. Or
the pool
something,
definitely gets smaller though.
I mean,
Yeah, because
And then
they die.
let's say there's a hot
Jeez.
Damn, her face on the punchline.
Yeah.
But then like the that was a good one. That was a good joke. I just lost my train of thought. That was too good.
They died.
you were saying the dating pool does grow smaller.
Yeah, so I was thinking like there'd be less care to check. Like there's gonna be less boxes to check off. Like maybe he's not as hot, but you know you could fuck him at least, right? Like I don't know. That's what I was gonna get at, but I lost my train.
Bro, I remember like when I worked as a front desk in the medical office, right? Boy, I saw this like super hot guy come in, right? And all the medical assistant girls, after they put him in the room, they're like, "Oh my god, he's so hot." I was like, "Yeah, he looks like a model, right?" He literally looked like a straight up model that just walked into our office. Later, turns out he went to like a sex party, like a pool party in Mexico, and he now got studs, and he was only 20 years old.
Damn.
Is that like
STDs.
STDs?
Yeah,
Damn, we got multiple. Oh shit.
Wait, so
it was a
were
big
they-
ass
were they
orgy.
Mm-hmm.
The ones you could get rid of?
No, that's STI.
Oh.
STDs, diseases.
Yeah.
Oh,
The big D.
He also got STIs,
Damn.
but
You
the
could catch
worst
them
part
all.
is that there
Like
was just a
Pokemon.
bunch of people doing like a bunch of orgy stuff in the pool in Mexico. It was like a party.
And he said that out loud. How'd you find out?
Medical assistants are supposed to be in a room with the
HIPAA.
doctor.
Dude, that's crazy.
I don't know his
You don't
name.
say you didn't say his
I know,
name. Yeah.
Wait, what did he have?
I don't know, like bunch of STDs.
Dude,
And
getting
STIs.
when you have AIDS, getting the common cold must be like 10 times worse.
Yeah.
It's like fucking like COVID must have been a killer. You must have been scared as hell.
You know, like
going out.
you know, like I think 3 out of 4 people.
You know what I'm saying?
Like I think either 3 out of 4 people or like 2 out of 4 people have HIV-1, which is basically the cold sore of your like lips and mouth.
With the what? Are you? It's not like herpes.
It is
HIV-1?
It is, but
HIV.
but it's not sexually transmitted. That one is transmitted through like sharing
Saliva.
saliva when somebody has an inflammation of that thing. So when they got cold sores around their like lips, let's say you share a cup with them, then you're gonna get it. Or let's say you go to like a public place like karaoke, right? And you don't use the cap, and then the mic touches you or something, and then you
Or when you're smoking a J.
yeah, and you pass it around and somebody
And
has it.
someone slobbers all over it.
Yeah, and actually in America, like half the population or even 3/4 of the population has it.
That has to be herpes.
Has HIV?
That's
You
herpes.
can't be talking
It's
That's
about
herpes.
It's
That's
herpes.
herpes, not
Oh.
HIV.
Herpes 1.
Bro,
It's
you're
called-
bugging out. I
it's
was
called
like,
herpes 1.
Everyone got HIV.
Bro, it's called herpes 1.
yeah, you were saying HIV
Oh,
one,
I'm
right?
Wait,
sorry.
so what's the difference between HIV and AIDS?
Honestly,
You
I
should
think HIV causes AIDS,
Yeah.
or like it's one of
Yeah,
them
what he
causes the
said.
other.
HIV causes AIDS.
Yeah, it's one of them.
Yeah.
So like one's like an advanced version of the other.
Yeah, because HIV
So
is
one's
just an
like-
immune thing.
One's Pikachu, one's Raichu.
Pretty much, yeah.
Advanced.
Mm.
Developed.
Yeah.
One level higher.
One's
done
CPA
Charmander
one,
and
one's
Charizard.
CPA two.
One's Bulbasaur, one's Venusaur.
The
Actually,
Charmander.
there's another fun fact that I learned in Saudi Arabia. And you know how they're in the middle of the desert, like it never rains.
Uh-huh.
They do something called cloud seeding, where
What is
they
that?
make it. They just pump a bunch of water into the air,
Mm.
and they make it rain once a week in Saudi Arabia. Isn't that crazy?
Why?
Because they want fucking rain and they got money.
That's that's pretty
Really?
cool.
That's yeah. I learned that. I was like, that's crazy. Like,
They just make it rain?
yeah.
Well, I mean, that's how
The
they make
honest-
the snow at the like ski mountains and stuff. They do the same thing, probably just smaller scale.
clouds. You sure?
Well, you're-
I think they just use the jets.
well, if
the
you're
snow
yeah,
jets.
but if you're injecting, water into the air. You know, it's the same thing, just much bigger scale in Saudi Arabia.
No, but that's possible. There's actually been talks for like I think from like 2015. There's like world leaders are coming together and they talking about how they can control weather basically. And one of the ways to do that is to what you said, direct high energy things into the sky. That way the temperature and pressure changes and then it starts precipitate like it starts raining or like depending on whatever you want, it's gonna change. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
They should do that over Africa so it rains there more.
But then it will
That
fuck
would
up the
be-
ecosystem. That's the thing. It'll fuck up the
why,
ecosystem.
why Africa?
Why?
This is
Because
dry.
there's like
This-
there's
the
no
desert?
water. Yeah,
Yeah.
Sahara Desert.
in the safaris and stuff. Like,
You guys want to know my would you rather of the week?
Yeah, let's do
go
it.
for it.
All right. Your dad, great guy. Let's say
His dad specifically?
no. I'm just saying like in your situation, your dad.
Oh, huh.
So people that don't have dads, like
That's
play-
tough.
Yeah, it's, I think maybe your mom or your aunt, if you're orphanage, that type of vibe. But let's say, all right. So would you rather picture
Yeah,
your
she
dad?
almost didn't have a dad.
Yeah.
Would you rather if your dad got bit,
What if you got two dads?
then you just pick the one you don't like the most?
You don't like?
Yeah, you
Oh,
you-
okay.
The
So,
one you like least.
huh?
Yeah. All right. So let's say there's a vitamin spider.
Hmm?
It bites your dad's dick.
Oh my
Are you
god.
sucking
I
it?
Are you
fucking know
sucking?
this
Are you
shit.
sucking out the venom, or are you letting him die?
Didn't they have a bunch of studies come out that say like if the venom's fast acting enough, you literally sucking it out won't do anything?
All right. In this situation,
You don't know if it's fast acting or not. So would you? Give
you
it
just
a
gotta
try?
suck the dick. You can't think.
Yeah.
You just
Are you
gotta
gonna try to save your dad?
look.
I
I mean,
Edward's,
yeah, that's my dad's
You
life.
gotta suck his dick, bro.
Edward's
Yo,
deep in
that's
thought.
gay.
Edward's deep
Whatever.
in thought.
My dad's life, you know.
He's like, do I like my dad enough to be gay?
Ew, that's so
Gay.
gay.
Yeah, suck it.
Oh!
That's my boy.
God,
And Andrew's like, nah, I'd let him die.
I'm sucking it. I'm sucking. I'm team suck.
I wouldn't
You
suck
gotta
it.
give it the suck.
You
Wait,
wouldn't
why
suck
not?
it?
I wouldn't suck it.
Okay, now like the obvious answer is
Why?
the
My
obvious
dad?
answer if it's life or death is to suck it.
Well, you don't like your dad,
Yeah,
so that's
exactly.
easy
So
for
I
you.
wouldn't. I'm like ah.
He's gonna die anyway.
I'll say what he used to tell me. I'll be like, I'll do it in a bit, and just never
Ah.
do it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get the milk. I'll come back in a bit.
I'll I got you next time.
There's no next time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, the obvious answer is yes. I would say my dad if he's gonna die.
Gonna
Let's
suck
lower
his
the
dick.
stakes. What if he gets paralyzed by the venom?
They're raising it,
Lowering,
It was
because
death versus paralysis.
raising the stakes.
I said lowering.
Raising the stakes because he doesn't want to suck the dick.
I mean, death
All
is
right,
kind of like the highest stakes.
Let's just
Yeah.
fucking
Hey.
You said
I said
lower.
lower.
So
You
the
said
stakes,
lower.
the
You
stakes
said
are
lower.
going somewhere.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
All right. Whatever
It depends
the.
on your.
All right. Let me change the
the.
sentence.
Uh-huh.
Depending
Let's
on your
change-
truth.
Yeah.
Let's
exactly.
let's change the scenario.
Uh huh.
Let's make the question harder. Okay.
Uh huh.
So let's say
What
the
is
venom.
my dad hard now?
Let's. Yeah, he's gonna be hard, dude. When that spider bit in, he got erect. So you don't gotta work it up.
God, that reminds me of my
Yeah.
wife.
It's not gonna be like a jelly bean
God.
dick. You gotta. Anyway, so
Jelly bean.
so that shit is rock hard.
Uh-huh.
The spider bites it. Let's say the venom paralyzes your dad. What are you doing? You know it's gonna paralyze your dad just from like.
Is it like partial paralysis? Or
Let's
like
say-
he can only move his
It's
eyes?
only in his dick.
Yeah,
He's
it's
Are
just
you
like
gonna
you
give
gotta
him
suck
his
your
last
dick's
suck?
dad.
You're gonna give him his last suck before he loses the feeling in his dick.
and the
Oh,
only way
okay. Whoa.
the only way the venom comes out is if he nuts. I'm joking.
What the fuck dick is that, bro?
I thought I would add that. It was pretty
That's
funny.
bro.
Oh shit.
I would, yeah, you know,
You-
I
what's
would,
the
I would probably
conclusion?
still do it. I don't want my dad
You?
paralyzed.
Would you
for the
let
rest
him
of
nut
his
on your face with the venom?
That,
Make
that,
sure
no,
it don't-
that's irrelevant. No,
Just
he
trying to
was
make
just
it-
bullshit. No.
What about
You
you?
gonna swallow it?
No, yeah, I'm gonna swallow the venom. No.
You're gonna go like,
Okay, but what if it's at like the base of the dick and you gotta deep throat it? No, I'm
Like-
joking. Wait, what team are you? I'm team do it because I like my dad.
Just gotta do it, man.
So
All right,
funny,
all right.
Are you maintaining eye contact?
Yeah, if you maintain eye contact, it helps him focus and it comes
Yeah,
out
that's right,
quicker.
yeah.
I feel like I'm making it come out
play with the
slower,
ball,
bro. Come out slower, bro.
Yeah, so funny,
All right. Let's change the question. Let's say the venom is gonna, I don't know, give your dad. It's gonna put him in a coma for like a month, and you know it's a month.
Just a month?
Just a
Just a
month.
month.
And he'll wake up totally fine?
He'll wake up totally fine.
He needs
That's
a good
fine.
rest.
Yeah.
It'll
It'll
be like 1 second for him. Let's be honest.
Yeah, he ain't gonna notice.
He'll wake up and he'll be like, oh, those doctors were talking about me in my sleep, man. Like,
Dude, I had the nurse. I had the craziest dream.
But then you're like crying in a corner because you were the nurse.
Okay, let's say let's make the decision a little harder, or a little, like, what's the word? I don't know, but let's change the question. Let's say that you're forcing your brother to do the sucking
What?
to get out the poison. You're not doing it, but you're gonna put it on someone else unconsensually. Like, you got to do it.
I know you would just have your brother do it. It's like whatever, man. Yo, if it really is my brother that has to do it, then he just has to do it.
Like, let's say you're in China,
Uh-huh.
right? And he's here in the U.S. with your dad.
Man, my brother could go suck it. Why do I care, bro?
But you're the one forcing it on you.
How
bring
is
up
it
the,
forcing,
you
bro?
bring up
It's gonna
the
be his
you bring up
decision.
the idea.
I'm
You bring
just
up the idea.
breaking the bad news to him, bro. it's like, yo, man,
He calls you up.
you got any better ideas, bro?
He
know?
calls you up. He's like, Dad just got bit by a spider. I read online. Call the ambulance. They said I gotta suck it. No. They said there's something wrong with it. Then you say, listen, I think you gotta suck it.
Yeah, you might have to, man. That's what I'm saying. You got any better ideas, you know?
Bro,
Yeah.
speaking of dicks, right? Have you ever seen a broken one?
Oh, those are.
They're like broken like that.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Have you had your dick broken before?
No,
No,
but
because then
I've
it's
seen
gonna
it in
stay
the.
broken.
Does it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it in porn.
It's like bent like that. Like
Bro, it's when a girl.
unnaturally, bro.
It's when a girl does reverse cowgirl on you. Almost said cowboy. but-
Cowboy.
When a girl does reverse cowgirl on you, and they go down in a certain way where it, like, fucking snaps it, and it's like a fucking like a
No,
Y, like one side of a Y.
no, it happens because
You
they
can
go up,
imagine that.
they go up, right? And then they go down with a lot of force and power, but it slips out and then it kind of like bends.
And it goes in, but not into any
Yeah.
hole. It just bends.
Yeah, that's right. I've seen it, bro.
Oh,
It just
no.
literally bends and it's broken. It like
Oh god, that's
I don't know
like
if-
nightmare.
is there a way
shit.
to fix it even?
Dude, and then also it happens when there's a guy that gets like deep throated a lot,
Hmm.
then that shit is like turns into like it
A
doesn't
C.
yeah, it's like a C. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
You guys-
yeah, because
you've
it's
ever
like
seen
going down.
Oh, okay, I follow.
Where the
what you
dick is,
mean.
like-
it goes down into
Yeah.
the, okay.
Like the guy's rock hard, but like his rock hard is like a
Yeah.
depressing like C. You
Yeah.
Like a rainbow.
know? Yeah. Rainbow, exactly.
Like-
Yo, so I got a question for you guys, right?
yeah.
So, you know, there's definitely a lot of people who were like born in one place and then like a few years later their family moved and now they just live in that new place, right?
Yeah.
So let's say you were born in Brooklyn and then you moved to like Westchester or something, right? At like age 4. At what age is it acceptable to say like, yeah, I'm from Brooklyn? Because like if you're like a little 3-year-old moving upstate, then like, are you really from Brooklyn, you know? I'm just wondering what you guys think about that. Like what age can you no longer say like, yeah, I'm from the new place, you know?
I think it's more about culture.
How adaptable you are.
Yeah. Yeah. But I
That
feel
was so underwhelming.
like it
know.
depends who you're talking to
Yeah,
too.
right?
You know,
If it's like an immigrant you're talking to, then you would be like, originally from like Uzbekistan, but now here. But if you're talking to like an uncultured person, doesn't know anything about any cities or countries outside of United States, then you say I'm from Brooklyn.
yeah, exactly.
Okay, so let's keep it more local, not international.
What?
Let's keep it like localized to the U.S.
You see, you're a person I would say, yeah, I'm from America too.
Yeah, bro.
Because now you're like, whoa. These are way too
I'd
many
say I'm from
places.
New York.
Hold-
Yeah.
I'm
But
from
also,
Dublin.
like, bro, New York has like all these cultures and all these nationalities. It's only like definitely at least one person that you're gonna meet on the outside out of 4 is gonna say, I'm not from here.
Probably, yeah. And it's so
Yeah.
expensive. Like,
So that's why you gotta kind of know who you're talking to, and if they are an immigrant, then you tell them not
all right. So let's say you move from New York City to
Long Island.
Texas.
He's like, yo, fuck this other country shit.
All right. So you move from your age 10. You move from the city to somewhere in Texas.
Uh-huh.
When you're like, I don't know, 20, 30 and you're still in Texas, would you say I'm from Texas or would you say I'm from New York City?
Wait, when did I move to Texas?
At 10.
At age 10.
I would say I'm from Texas because that's where my crucial developmental puberty years that happened. And that's when I started meeting more people as like an adult or young adult. So I would say I'm from Texas because me being a little kid, getting picked up to school and from school by my parents doesn't make me from Brooklyn.
Yeah, it was only after that when you started like
Only when you start going by
slinging
yourself.
crack with your friends
Exactly.
after school. And, like,
Exactly.
puff pass.
Yeah,
in it,
exactly,
You know?
you know? That
Trying to cross the street and cutting the margins shorter and shorter because all your friends would just cross the street when it was red for you and you thought it was cool. I thought it was cool. Shit, but I actually started when I was 10. Oh, and listening to music like way too loud for your own good.
Oh, I still do that.
Yeah.
My
Oh, no.
ears hurt. Like, my ears hurt. That's why I can't hear a lot of the time when somebody says something. Like, super, I'm like, huh? What'd you say?
Yeah.
Okay, jumping off of that, when you like someone says something to you and you're like, wait, what'd you say? Wait, what'd you say? How many what did you says do you think is acceptable before you're like,
Hey.
okay, I just didn't understand. I didn't
Yeah,
pick up
bro.
what you're putting down,
Well,
I'd say 3.
3?
3's mine.
Okay.
Because also when I'm in that position where I'm saying, "What'd you say?" I usually like
you don't
I
give a
st-
fuck after this.
I start with like, I'm really trying to listen. I'm sorry. I'm just like really distracted. What'd you say for the last one? I'm like, all right, it's not working out. Like we're gonna move on.
I don't know. Like, when I'm trying to listen to someone talk to me, and if the person's putting an effort to talk to me, then I feel like I should try to understand what they're saying. So, on the first try, I'd be like, I couldn't hear that. Can you just speak a little bit clearly? Then they usually speak a little bit more clearly.
What's funny? What are you
Yeah.
laughing at?
But that's what I do.
So how many? So you only have one. Only one is acceptable.
1 or 2, but because then afterwards I hear everything.
It's such a difference in approach between you two.
Yeah.
And you're just like, yo, my bad. I wasn't listening. I was distracted. You're like, yo, you're not speaking clearly. Yo, what you saying?
You know what happened?
Yo, come again.
Yeah.
Yo, the other day, me and Diana, I was hanging out with Diana.
Mhm.
We are talking about like leftover tea and all that.
Mhm.
And we were walking around the block with her dog.
And
And then there's this neighbor that she's always hanging out with. Like, he gives her fish. He's like, they're so close. And his mother is with them.
Mhm.
And they're coming back from the market or whatever, but she's in one of those carts going, and there's like a little bit of a hood over the cart. So I
Huh.
was like, oh, she's like a pimped out ride.
Mhm.
And you start talking to the father, not to the father, but to the
the
son
son.
of the mother.
Mhm.
And he's like, very coherent, whatever. And he says something. She replies. I forgot what the conversation's about, but the mom starts talking, and I think she was a stroke victim. So then she, like,
I
not
couldn't
to like
hear.
sound fucked up, but all the words were coming out
That's so bad.
I couldn't
slurred.
understand anything.
And the thing is, like, you in this scenario, you can't be like, "Can you speak more clearly?"
I
You
did do
can't,
that.
so you gotta-
I did that though. I was
you-
like, I'm sorry, what was that?
And you have to
Yeah.
you have to guess. It's like a fucking guessing
Yeah.
game. It's like,
You're like, where are the subtitles?
Bro, yeah, exactly.
Yo,
But the
you're
thing-
fucked.
Bro, it's just that I feel like it's disrespectful and fucked up. Like, because that person's trying to say something and try to deliver a message. That's why they're talking. They know they got something wrong with their speech or
Yeah.
like whatever. So
Mhm.
I feel like it's disrespectful for me to ignore their efforts to try to speak,
yeah, but
Mhm.
then
So I was like, what was that? I was like, I'm sorry, you couldn't hear that. And I was like, I felt bad for saying that, but I just wanted to know what she's saying,
like she could
Mhm.
understand us,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
and then also one of her. The reason why I think it's a stroke is because half of her face is droopy,
Mhm.
and then she had a speech impediment. she's having trouble walking, obviously, because she's in the chair. And I was like, she's probably had a stroke, but she could hear what we're saying and like, but she just can't communicate. And then you got to get to the point where you're guessing, and then I would get a little bit too liberal with the guesses, and I would be like, oh yeah, like that's a crazy market. She's like, I wasn't talking about that. I was like, oh, help me out.
Yeah,
And
I
then-
think that's fucked up actually. Like
I'm trying to carry the
no,
conversation.
I think that's fucked up because like then she thinks like this kid, he feels bad and he's trying to, make something up. Whereas
Mm.
she just wants to hear because everybody always has something going on where they want themselves to be heard, right? They don't want someone to assume whatever they said. So I felt like, she felt more fucked up about that, about what he did.
I feel like if you're in the ballpark, that's acceptable.
Yeah, they were
In the
coming back from the
ballpark, bro,
market.
that
We were
was
talking
so-
about our dog. We were talking about the guy's dog.
Oh yeah.
And then I was like,
how
oh,
he's
yeah.
so energetic.
I was like, yeah, he's really energetic. And then I don't
Like,
want
yeah.
to do the accent though.
No,
I
you
don't-
don't
I
have to
won't-
do
I
it.
won't do
Don't
the
do
What
it.
accent,
accent?
but
What accent?
of how she was speaking.
I thought she's from America.
No,
The
no.
stroke accent.
Yeah.
what do you call it? This like stroke.
I don't
Speech
know.
impediment.
What speech impediment?
She's slurring the
He's
words,
trying
bro.
to beat me
Yeah,
up.
he's fucking it up.
Yeah, you gotta have.
He's
There's
like,
no way, there's no
"Wow,
way
you
I
gotta have
can't
to
really
sound it out
tell."
for me, man. Yeah.
It's like there's no way he's not getting this.
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
trap.
It's a trap.
Gonna-
Yeah.
You guys like close with your neighbors?
I'm close with every one of them because I say hi to every one of them, and most of them have dogs. I'm
Mm.
like, oh, who's that little baby? Who's that? And I just talk to them because of their dogs, and
Like I wave and I don't know any of. Like I know the ones that border me on each side, and that's
Yeah.
about it. That's like I see all the people across the street. I see them down the block. But I don't know who any of them are. I don't know if they have kids. Like I don't know if those kids are like attached to that house or another house.
Hmm.
I don't know. I was just wondering, like in the city, do you guys like really know your neighbors?
yeah.
Oh, in the city. I see.
Because he's not from the
he's
city.
he's
Yeah.
from Long Island. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
think
feel like you would know your neighbors more if
Yeah,
you're from
right?
Long
You
Island.
got like
Yeah.
5 people
Because it's
living
more
there.
intimate.
Yeah, yeah.
There's just too many people
You guys
in
are
one
living
building.
on top of each other, bro. Would you be more intimate?
Yeah, so then you ignore them more.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
know?
Because people are more commonplace.
Yeah.
And there's so
It's
many
like, get
people.
the fuck out of here. I don't want to
Yeah.
see you. You know?
Like it's kind of like how like if you go to the countryside, right? Like and you go to the corner store, the locals all know each other when they pull up to the corner
Mhm.
store, right? Because there's not so many of them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But when you're
Oh.
out here, like yo, what's good? What's good?
Yeah.
Have you
I see.
guys?
But I only know
Okay.
I only know the homeowners in the area.
The
Oh.
The
homeowner.
homeowners, not the tenants that
You
are
gotta
renting.
have property to speak to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking peasants.
Exactly, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna talk to you. Let me look you up. Let me look you up. No merit, no merit.
What's your living status?
Yeah, and then like I just googled everyone on in the block, and I was like,
That's funny because then you see them and you know them by first name basis, but you gotta play it off like you don't
yeah,
know
it's
them.
like I don't know them. I
You're
don't
like,
know
"Oh,
who their
what's your
kid
name?"
is. I don't know that John lives in Texas.
or it could be like I'm a whiz. I could tell the future. Your name is Robert.
Yeah.
Listen, I could sell you so many houses because I know the market and who's buying what. So.
Your house is worth 1.8.
I know it seems a little low. It seems a little low, but trust me, it's gonna sell at that.
You're like, your house is worth and then you just like lean down and like touch the brick of his house real quick. 1.8.
1.8.
Yeah, I think that's about
It
right.
spoke to me. Yeah, that's funny. That's funny.
Have you guys ever seen your neighbors bringing groceries?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
A couple
yeah,
times.
definitely.
Not really that often. Now I'm thinking about
It's
it.
because you guys live like a mile apart.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I could walk to the next person's house in like 20 seconds. Like we're not that far
20
apart.
I could do like 2
Damn,
steps.
you're walking really fast, huh?
Mhm.
What?
You're walking really fast.
Oh no.
He's like
I'm
sprinting.
Yeah,
not
he's
a fast walker.
He's like, yeah, I'm
1
a fast
mile
walker.
and 20 seconds.
He's like
No,
those
no.
moms that speed walk for
Oh yeah,
fun.
the Jewish moms. Like
But why the groceries?
Why groceries? I don't know. I've never like. I don't know. It's just it's a fact. Everyone has to get groceries, but you just don't see it as often. Which
Wait,
is
who asked the
interesting.
question?
he did.
You did?
Yeah,
Why'd you ask it?
because I was thinking about neighbors, and that's like a meme online. Like, have
It
you
is?
seen? Yeah, it is. No.
No.
No,
no?
I've never
Can't say I've
seen
seen it.
grocery memes.
All right, miss. My bad. Been on Reddit too long. My bad.
But you know what I kind of miss about like living in like America and in Brooklyn societies, like with Americans around you, is that when the new person moves into your neighborhood,
Wait, hold on.
what?
Speaking of memes, though, there is this one meme format that I really like, man. It's that one with the two cats, and the cat is like, and there's music that goes like,
I don't
What?
know
No?
what the hell you're talking
No, bro?
about.
Which
Oh
one?
my
Wait,
God,
is it
this
like,
is like
oh,
the-
is it the black cat? And
Yes,
it's like just
bro.
sitting there like,
yeah, it's just like,
yeah. I know which one you're talking about. The full video, the black cat slaps the one with the white and orange. Actually,
Yeah.
Yeah. they made
Dude,
a lot
you
of
guys
memes
are
about
missing
it.
out.
I am
This
missing
is
out.
the
The
best
thing is,
meme
he
of
knows it as a
2023.
video. We know it as a picture more because they take a screenshot of it, and it's like the cat is just moving like this, and there's a funny text on top.
Yeah. You got to include this in the podcast. Yo, the moment anyone hears that little jingle I just did, bro, they're like, yo, yeah. They're like, yeah.
It's like pitch perfect.
Yeah. I know for a fact, bro, every time if I'm scrolling through memes and I hear that jingle, I'm like,
You're like,
You're in the algorithm.
I'm like, oh, yeah. Like, yo, we in it.
yeah, that's funny.
Bro, the problem is when I see them and like I deliberately just scroll past everything until I hear it again, right?
No,
I'm trying to get the
no, you
algorithm to
don't.
feed me only that meme,
What?
right?
That's
Bro,
crazy.
Yeah. It's like, nah, you tripping, bro. Like, you
Give
gotta
me
watch
something
some
else.
other shit, bro, or else you gotta turn off your phone, you know? And
That's
it just
crazy.
stops serving me the memes, bro.
What you could do
It's
is
so
you
sad.
speak into the phone and you say the name
I
of the
start
meme.
doing the jingle.
Yeah.
That's
You
funny.
guys, you guys ever notice like whenever you're like, oh, I need to buy a car part or like
Yeah.
a bike
All
I
tire,
the
actually buy a
time.
lot of car parts.
it fucking
Yeah.
just gives you ads
Uh-huh.
of that.
Yeah,
No, have you noticed that?
Yeah, all the time.
yeah.
And it's just weird.
And you see
like-
it everywhere, bro. You know, one time,
Oh, I
you
hate
know what's
that.
even more crazy? Oh my god, I was thinking something. I was like, oh, I wonder what this is, and I didn't say it out loud. I just like thought about it, and I opened Google, and I started like typing the first 3 letters, and it popped up, and I was like, bro, it's reading my brain, you know?
No, I don't buy that. I'm sorry. I don't buy
That
that.
happened to me so many times.
You know how sometimes you're speaking in your head, but you're actually speaking out
No,
loud?
that never happened.
And like
to
mumbling
me.
stuff. That happens to me a
Wait.
lot. You know, so I feel like that's what was going on.
We gotta try something. I'm gonna say something. You let me know if you see ads.
My shit's
right?
already on lolly porn, so like I'm joking.
Well, now you cursed yourself, bro.
yeah, it's gonna start showing up.
Mazda Miata. I
Mazda-
wanna buy a Mazda Miata.
Mazda Miata.
You know what? And then also
Okay,
like on,
there we
on like shitty websites,
Huh?
it shows up because they're selling ad space. And it's like it's everywhere. Oh my god. Like you can't escape it. They're just selling your it's Google Sense ads. They're just selling your shit everywhere. I got a Google phone, so I got a Samsung.
Wait, so Diana, what were you saying? You live in
Oh,
American Brooklyn
Okay,
society. What do you
so
miss?
like one thing I miss about Uzbekistan is that let's say a new person moves into the neighborhood, not even next to my house, to the neighborhood, right? They're gonna come and introduce themselves.
In Uzbekistan.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
to like they're gonna knock on your doors like, oh hey, my name is blah blah blah. We live like 2 houses down. Here's a little bit of food, take care of us. We have a little kid. Can you watch him for us? Here you're not gonna see that. That's what I miss.
Yeah.
It's like more of a community type of thing where everybody knows each other and everybody really cares for each other. I miss that.
Well, I feel like they used to do that in my neighborhood, but then so many people kind of aged out where they were like retiring down to Florida, and so like now it's all new people, and they just the next.
What?
gen
What are
doesn't
you
do
laughing
that.
at?
What you laughing about?
Yes, there's some shit like they used to do that
Bunch
in
of
my
Indians
neighborhood.
moved
And
in.
then some shit.
Oh, we live in right?
Ah!
Oh, I'm retarded. That's my bad.